Sure. My name is Kimberly Link, and I'm a Lead Shift Supervisor, and I've been here 12 years.
Can you tell us a little bit about your career or personal background?
Absolutely. So I have a personal background in domestic violence, and I spent about 10 years doing that, and I loved it. But then IXP came into Georgia and decided to try a private 911 center, and it kind of piqued my interest to see what I could do with this job and what it entailed. So I went to the interview, and they had me at the front door. I really enjoyed meeting them and learning about it, and I wanted to push forward in this field, and I thought it would be a great opportunity.
How did you learn about IXP? What made you apply for a job here?
IXP at the time was up and coming, and they had really put media behind it, and they really were out there looking for qualified people, and then people who might be able to do the job, to bring them in, because they are new to Georgia. They're new to the concept of having a private 911 center, and so they're very out there, and they were really into looking for people in all backgrounds, all walks of life, and then seeing what they could do with that and bringing them together. So they had put ads in papers, and I responded to one.
Can you explain your role and what you do on a day-to-day basis?
Absolutely. My role is a lead shift supervisor, and in that role, I'm responsible for everything that happens on the communication floor. So it could be staffing, it could be any other needs, conflicts, it could be conflict resolution, it could be filling in when there's a need, it could be identifying or handling problems that arise between the jurisdictions that we serve, or even accolades, accommodations, attaboys, things like that. Those are all in my realm to make the higher ups known about it. So it's also training is part of what we do. We work really close to the training manager and making sure that everybody's well balanced and trained. So I'm kind of like the equalizer. I equal the floor out, and a communication piece between what is going on the floor and then what is going on the upper management side of it.
What have you learned from being in your position? Has there been anything surprising, any favorite parts?
Oh gosh, every day is a favorite part, because in 911, you don't really know what you're going to get on a day-to-day basis. So it's very surprising. And I think that's one of the things that drew it to me, is that no 2 days are really alike. So when you get the floor, you don't really know what you're going to walk into. And then when you walk away from the floor, you're surprised at what you actually did, and what you're capable of doing. So I think there's no real surprises in it, other than you just don't know what to expect on day to day. And it kind of piques your interest. It's never boring or mundane or complacent. It's a day-to-day thing is very exciting. So in my job, it's seeing people thrive and go forward and handle those big calls, and even their funny calls or the everyday calls. That's the best part of the job, is seeing people learn and grow.
Can you explain what it's like to be in a leadership role? What advice do you have for someone trying to achieve a leadership position here at IXP?
Well, at IXP, they love to grow their own. So wherever you start, there's always a next step above, and they're always grooming you for that step. So it would be, one word to describe it is growth. You're going to grow into the next position. You're never going to be single-threaded in any area. They're going to teach you different job aspects of the next level and what you can strive to. So they don't leave you in one place and think that that's it. They believe that you can and you will, and they keep growing you and grooming you for the next level as long as you're interested. If you're not interested, that's okay, because we can grow you in different areas of, just making you sharper in your skills, providing classes on an ongoing basis. The training manager is phenomenal. She makes things very easy to learn, and sometimes we have to rethink and reboot and relearn something and then apply it as times change and standards change. That's part of learning and growing here. So part of that in leadership, my advice is just to be open to growth and starting where you can, and learning that and knowing and being comfortable in the fact that they're going to take you to the next level.
What has kept you working here at IXP?
Oh gosh, it would be first and foremost IXP. In general, the whole company itself. They are a people-based company. They believe in the people, and they believe in growth, and they believe in the well-rounding and the whole person. So it's not just about the job and the numbers and making numbers and providing that service. They don't believe that you're replaceable. They believe in growing you and keeping you and molding you and doing everything that they can in their power to make you the best person and employee that you can be, and providing you resources, no matter what, personal or professional. So it first and foremost, IXP itself and the people that run it.
What are your future professional goals? Have they changed since being here at IXP? Do you feel like you'll have opportunities to attain them here?
Who knows where I'm going to go from here. I do believe my opportunities are limitless. IXPs have other interests everywhere. So it can include moving or relocating, or and when they have like a center come open, the first thing they do is they post that center. So I believe it's limitless. You can choose where you want to be and how you want to get there. It's just IXP is providing that vehicle to get there. So as for myself, I love my job and I'm still learning. So who knows where that takes me.
Do you have any advice for someone looking to work at IXP?
Oh, yes. Run to them. Lean into IXP. Lean into the opportunities. Ask the questions. Do the best that you can do to, in a pandemic, pay attention to what's going on before you get there, and make sure you interview the company. No matter where you go, interview the company as much as they're interviewing you. Just make sure that you have the desire to do this, because realizing this is 24/7, every day of the year job that you have to be ready to go and do. So my advice to anybody applying is run in and lean into the job, because it is phenomenal at IXP.